It started like a regular day at practice. The players were warming up, coaches scribbling plays, staff checking gear, but something was off. There was tension in the air. Then, the news hit. Caitlin Clark, the face of the WNBA's next generation, wasn't going to suit up. Not today. Not tomorrow. And maybe not for a while. The locker room fell silent. And in that silence, two of her teammates, Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hull, felt it deeper than most. This wasn't just about basketball. This was personal. Sophie, known for her grit and unapologetic play, sat with her hands on her knees. She didn't say a word for a long time. Just stared at the floor, lips trembling. And then finally whispered, "Not her. Anyone but her." This wasn't the kind of news they expected. Caitlin had just started making waves, dominating headlines, breaking records, and dragging this league into the spotlight with her. She was more than a teammate, she was a symbol. Of hope. Of change. Of fight. Lexie Hull, normally composed and calculated, wiped away tears mid-interview. "People don't understand," she said, voice cracking, "what Caitlin means to us. To the game. To every little girl watching." Because Caitlin wasn't just making buckets, she was making history. And now, that history was on pause. Reports quickly spread. Groin injury. Possibly serious. Out of All-Star festivities. Uncertain timeline. The news wasn't even a full hour old, but social media was already in meltdown. Hashtags were trending. Former players chimed in. Analysts speculated. But inside the locker room, it was quiet. Heavy. Raw. It wasn't about stats anymore. Not about wins or losses. Not even about legacy. It was about family. Sophie finally broke her silence in front of the cameras. She gave everything. Every minute she played, every interview she did, every foul she took. And now we're just supposed to move on like it's normal. Like it doesn't get us. You could hear the emotion in her voice. She wasn't performing. This was real. For Lexie Hull, the moment brought flashbacks. Of practice drills. Private convos. Team dinners. The way Caitlin kept everyone fired up even when they were down 20. The way she carried pressure on her back and never complained. She never let the hate get to her, Lexie said, eyes misty. But I don't know how much more she can take. Because let's be real, Caitlin Clark has been targeted. The physical hits, the online hate, the relentless media pressure. Rookie or not, she's been treated like the villain by some, while others treat her like a savior. And that kind of duality, it breaks people. So when Sophie and Lexie broke down, they weren't just reacting to an injury. They were reacting to everything. The exhaustion. The scrutiny. The fear that maybe, just maybe, this league doesn't protect its stars like it should. Even fans noticed. One tweet read, "If LeBron got hit like Caitlin did, the league would change rules the next day." But Clark. She gets silence. Ouch. The league's official response? Minimal. Canned. Generic. But players? They're done staying quiet. Sophie spoke to reporters post-practice, "Y'all don't get it. This isn't just about Caitlin. It's about all of us. The physicality, the targeting, the silence from the top, it's breaking us." And Lexie added something even more chilling, "If we lose her for good, we lose more than a player. We lose momentum. We lose the spark." And she's not wrong. Caitlin Clark filled arenas. Sold jerseys. Made non-fans watch the WNBA for the first time. She gave this league a jolt of electricity it hadn't felt in years. Now imagine that flame, snuffed out too soon. Sophie, who's often the tough enforcer on the court, got emotional in a way fans have never seen. "She's like my little sister," she said. And watching her hurt, watching her question whether this league is worth it, that's what breaks me. No script could have prepared us for this. And yet, maybe this is exactly what the WNBA needed. A reckoning. A moment of clarity. A wake-up call. Because the truth is, players are people. They bleed. They break. They get tired. And when someone like Caitlin Clark, who carried the league on her back for an entire season, starts to crack, people notice. As the camera cut away from Sophie's tear-stained face and Lexie's trembling hands, one thing was clear. This league is at a crossroads. Protect your stars, or risk losing them. And maybe, just maybe, that's the real headline. Not the injury. Not the all-star absence. But the emotional fallout that could change everything. Because if the WNBA doesn't act now, there might not be a second Caitlin Clark.